What up, though? And welcome to the Corrected Felon Podcast with your boy Inspire the Block, aka the Lone Wolf, or simply known to my friends and family as Corey. I pray that everybody out there has entered the new year with multiple blessings, and I pray that your February is doing the same. But I also know out there in society that a lot of people, life just be lifing on us. And I'm no exception to the rule. If you follow me on all my socials, such as YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, on my biggest platform, which is YouTube, you'll notice that I haven't been on there in a while. And one of the reasons why I haven't been on there is because last April of 2024, I got hurt at my job. I went out on workman's comp to do an MRI. Well, when I went on workman's comp, they performed an MRI on my shoulder, on my left shoulder, because I hurt the shit out my shoulder. To where at that point, I couldn't even lift it across my head. It was hard for me to put a shirt on. And they performed an MRI on me. And when they performed this MRI, they saw something in my lungs that was 2 centimeters big. So I had to go through the whole process of getting proper insurance, getting a referral. And to make a long story short, back in December, I did a biopsy and it found out that I had cancer in my lungs. I had a form of cancer called adenocarcinoma. And then this past January 16th to be exact, I had an operation done to remove this cancer from my lungs. And this kind of cancer, it has no side effects, right? I didn't have no coughing. I didn't have no blood in my urine or my stool. I wasn't spitting up any blood. If I didn't have that MRI done on my shoulder, there's no telling when I would have found this cancer out. And so that's one of the reasons, the main reason why I haven't been on social media lately, especially on YouTube, is because I've been healing from that. And part of this surgery, what happened with this surgery is that 25% of my lung was removed from my body. Like, for those that's going to watch on YouTube, these are the scars that I have from the surgery. I got a total of 5 incision marks, 2 in my back and 3 on my side, and I was hospitalized for about a week or so. You know, they don't hold you too long. But this has been a life-changing experience for me. Because for one, my mother passed from cancer, a form of cancer called adrenal cancer. My biological father passed from lung cancer. My mother's mother passed from cancer. I had an aunt who had breast cancer and both her breasts were removed because she had breast cancer twice. I have a few aunts and uncles on my mother's side that passed from cancer. To make a long story short, cancer is the boogeyman of our family. And at 47 years old, I'm the first one in this generation of my family to experience this. Like, for example, one of the effects of it is that my left lung doesn't have the full function that it used to. Like, I get tired easily. If you notice, I'm talking slower because if I talk too fast, I get winded in that lung, and I'm learning how to adjust life with this new way of living. And I want to encourage a lot of my brothers out there that you got to get your yearly checkups, especially once you start to get of age, because once again, this form of cancer that I had, it's zero symptoms until you like in stage 3 and 4, almost at the point where it's too late. And I thank the Most High that I was able to catch this cancer. When they diagnosed me, I was at stage 1 lung cancer. I thank the Most High because I have a daughter, and I would not want to leave my daughter behind in this world from a terminal illness. I don't want to leave her for no reason other than old age. But we have to, as men, and especially as black men, we have to start taking our health a lot more serious. Like if you go to my Instagram page, which is Inspire the Block, you'll see that I have posted myself in the hospital after the surgery. And I'm still dealing with a lot of pain from it. And like I said, I'm adjusting life and I'm trying to figure out how I can breathe normally like I did before with 25% of my lung missing. And it's so far it's been a struggle because I'm in constant pain. Giving me oxycodons and other medications for pain. I can't sleep on that side. It's hard work walking upstairs. If I park too far from like a Walmart, I get very, very winded and tired just from trying to get to the front entryway of the store. So I guess now, in a sense, I'm kind of like an advocate for health among black men because I know, even myself, we don't take our health too seriously. We don't eat properly. We don't work out. We don't think properly, which has a lot to do with our body, which we don't know that the two go together, but they do. And we have we love to self-diagnose ourselves when we have certain symptoms going on. So it is my job now to inform my brothers out there that, yo, listen, what we got to do, we got to start taking our health serious because health is real wealth. Like understanding how your body works, the things that you take in has a big effect on how your body operates. And like I said, once again, I'm fortunate to have been able to catch this early. And I can report to all my listeners out there that the cancer was 100% removed from my lung. But now I have to adjust to this new way of living, which at times has its difficulties. I ain't gonna lie about that. In my brain, I can maneuver the same way that I did before the surgery. But my body won't allow me to do it, even though my brain is telling me that. So it's an uphill battle. For example, right here, a nebulizer machine. I'm constantly having to take these different type of medications for my lungs so that I can breathe properly. I also have over here this little machine here, this little tube, so that I can learn once again how to breathe properly. Like, it's a big thing when you can't breathe the same. Right? Life is totally different when you're not able to breathe in oxygen and exhale it the same as you used to. I'm not complaining about none of it. No, I take I take this challenge head on. It's who I am. I've been through the ringer before, the trenches before, by being sentenced to life without parole. I put something up on Threads not too long ago. Threads, which I'm pretty sure people are familiar with. It's Instagram's Twitter or X. And I said that I was born a preemie because my mother used drugs with me. I was hospitalized at 8 years old with pneumonia. I was shot at the age of 16. At 17, I was incarcerated and sentenced to 3 life without paroles. And now I'm dealing with cancer, or I've dealt with cancer. And when I sit back and analyze those things, once again, this is not a woe is me moment. It's a why not me moment because I understand that God has a real purpose for me. And I accept that purpose. I accept that challenge from God because it is only Him that has allowed me to still be here to this day. I've faced death on multiple different levels of my life, like I just named them. But I'm still here. And I'm grateful to be here. And I'm willing to accept this challenge and willing to accept allowing God to be in my life more effective than I did in the past. I'm not going to say that I'm about to get all holier than thou and put on the cloth and become whatever, right? But what I am about to do is allow God to direct my ways because for a very long time, I haven't really been listening to Him. Like most of us don't. Even though we know He has a mission and a purpose for us, we kind of like to identify ourselves as kind of like Jonah because we just like to run from these assignments, run from His calling. But now I'm at the point in life to where I accept this calling in totality because it's just the life that I have to live. I have to give this testimony on what I've been through because I'm hoping to inspire somebody out there to make the proper changes to their life so that they can have that proper relationship with God too, and also to have fulfilling and purpose in this life. That's my whole purpose on why I do what I do, especially with my content on YouTube and other platforms. It's to inspire people, to motivate people, to make some kind of change to their life, especially young people. Like, I'm 47 years old. This is quite young for me to be dealing with cancer. And like I said, this is not a woe is me moment. I don't feel bad. I don't, I don't have those moments where I'll be asking God, why me? No, I don't have that because I understand that I'm here for a purpose. I'm here for a real reason. And as the days come, I'm gonna continue to pray to God and ask God to show me the ways, so that I can be on track and do what He want me to do. It's that simple for me now. This is exactly what I want to do. I really don't want to do anything else. Like I said, I'm not going to get off all the way holier than thou. I don't know if I'm about to join religion or anything like that. I don't know. I'm just going to listen and pray and allow God to direct my steps. But one thing I know I'm going to do is start to listen and answer His calling more often. Because I've had too many opportunities in life where life could have been taken from me. Like, I still could be in prison right now. I literally could, but I'm grateful to God that I spent almost 20 years in there, and I've been out now almost 13 years. Like, I still have other shit going on in my life that I have to deal with. For example, I have a gun charge in Tennessee. I live here in Georgia. And I believe in my Second Amendment. I'm going to continue to fight because I believe in that. I'm going to talk about that a little further. I haven't really talked about that yet. I've been dealing with that since May of last year. But I'm gonna talk about it a little bit more, and I think I have an idea on how to present my argument that even though I'm a convicted felon, I still have a right to bear arms. I still have a right to exercise my Second Amendment right, especially when it comes to the perseverance or the preserving my life, my wife's life, my daughter's life, my grandchild's life, and my son's life. Like, why should I be exempt just because I have a felony conviction? I'm not a criminal. I'm not a criminal by far. Those laws are for criminals. Continued criminals, I believe. But once again, I'm going to break that down a little bit more. I'm going to talk about it a little bit more in the weeks to come. But what I wanted to do is just get on here and simply, talk to y'all about, especially black men, about their health. Like, we got to start taking that more seriously. Start getting your annual checkups, man. Stop bullshitting. If you got a mysterious cough, go to the hospital. Go get checked out. If you have blood or in your urine or in your when you defecate, go get that checked out, man. If you're just not feeling right, you wake up one morning and just not feeling right, don't self-diagnose yourself. You ain't that goddamn smart. Go get checked out. It's time to get checked out. It's time to start taking health more seriously. Because without it, you have no real wealth. And like I said, once again, I'm going to emphasize and I'm going to continue to talk about it. The cancer that I had was called adenocarcinoma. I had zero symptoms. If I don't go get checked out for my shoulder, I still continue life as it is without even knowing this is in my lungs. Yeah, I got to make some adjustments. Yeah, I got to do some things differently. But I'm grateful to God that we were able to get it. And it's gone. It's eradicated out my lungs. So once again, black man, understand that your health is your wealth. And it's time for you to start taking it more seriously. Because without it, you're nothing. I don't care how much money you got in your pocket. I don't give a damn how real you think you are. Without good health, you ain't shit. You ain't nothing. So once again, I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Please make sure y'all subscribe, like, comment, and share the Corrected Felon podcast. Get in the comment section and let me know what y'all think, man. We need to start having these conversations about health. Like, we have conversations about everything else. Sports, entertainment, politics, but we really don't have good conversations about our health, and especially our mental health. And I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah, it has affected me. I'm not gonna act like it hasn't. This is why I'm setting up now to go to therapy, right? Not more so because of what I'm dealing with, but this life changing experience that I'm going through has popped up a combination of different thoughts in my head as to why my life is what it is, and especially up to this point now. And all I want to do is just go in and correct some of the trauma that I've experienced, throughout the course of my life. Just like I said, I was born a preemie. The circumstances surrounding my birth, my father was married to a whole nother woman and had a whole nother family when him and my mother conceived me. Right? I was born a preemie. Like I said, my mother was a drug addict. I was rejected by my father. Like, I've dealt with a lot of trauma, going to prison, being shot. And I'm not going to act like that I'm whole. I know some of this shit affects me. I know some of this shit is a deterrent from me doing a lot of the things that I want to do. And I want to be the one that go to therapy and come back and report to y'all the benefits of it, because everybody got some kind of trauma. Everybody has dealt with something in their past or right current now that has shifted their mental algorithms to a point to where, internally you may not express what's going on in your head outwardly, but I'm a firm believer everybody knows what's up here. We know every thought that's in our brain, whether we talk about it or not. We know the continued thoughts that we have that's affecting us. And it's time that we release this energy, because we know that it's holding us back. So I want to be the one that gladly go get therapy and come back and tell you how it works. Trust me, hopefully in the next couple of weeks, I'll be able to come back and tell everybody, yeah, I went to therapy for the first time. I'm trying to find me a therapist now. I'm really, really looking. So, once again, it's time to actually start dealing with our health and really taking it most seriously, right? So, once again, please subscribe, like, comment, and share the Correct the Felon podcast. Make sure y'all get in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this particular conversation that we had. I just want to tell everybody, whatever you're dealing with, God can answer all those questions for you. And I leave y'all with my favorite quote. If you believe that you can or you can't, you're right. I pray that everybody have a blessed day on purpose.